My higher self told me something that changed everything for me. It said, let me drive. If you want your dream life, let me drive. And what it told me next completely rewired how I see reality. So, do you feel like life's been full of resistance, especially lately? Do you feel like no matter what you do, things just aren't working out how you want them to? Maybe, just maybe, it's because the version of you that knows the whole map, the whole route, the part of you that knows it all, maybe it's because that part of you isn't in the driver's seat. What if I told you the exact moment that you let your higher self drive, life starts feeling like magic again? Completely magical. My QHHT session. In my recent QHHT session with Suzanne Spooner, I was told by my higher self, let me drive. Vanessa, if you want to live your dream life, let me drive. If you want to have all the freedom and abundance, let me drive. Our higher selves know the way. And I realized my higher self wasn't asking me to surrender in fear. It was inviting me to co-create from trust. Trusting the divine part of me. It was asking me to let go of control so that life can become fun again, magical again. Because in the grand scheme of things, life really is just a game. The car of life. Think of it like this, all right? Our physical bodies are just vessels for our soul, just like a car is a vessel that carries us from point A to point B. And in this physical reality, we are pretty much blindfolded, like we have a veil over our face, and we can't see things very clearly. So let me ask you, would you drive your car while you're blindfolded or have a veil over your face? Of course not. Of course you wouldn't, right? But most of us are doing this with our physical vessels though. Most people have their higher selves locked in the trunk of the car, or not even in the car, right? Or in the back seat. Some may have it in the passenger seat. Some folks totally ignore it and think that they know everything. They know what's best. So let me ask you, how's that been working out for you lately? How's that been working out for you? We're all been wondering, why has life been so difficult and why nothing ever works out for us? Most people don't even realize that their higher selves are there, but they've got it in the trunk of the car, right? They got it in the trunk of the car, muffled, ignored, and it's trying to guide them through intuition and synchronicities, but they're way back in the back, right? So, like I said, some people have their higher selves in the back seat, right? It's in the back seat. And they listen to their higher selves sometimes. They listen mainly when things start falling apart and they have no other thing that they can think to do. Then they'll ask for guidance from the divine, from their higher self, right? And then, like I said, others have their higher self in the passenger seat of the car. And they ask for advice more often, but they still keep one hand on the wheel just in case. Just in case, because they don't fully trust. They don't fully trust the divine. They don't fully trust their higher self. But guys, the people who truly live magical, abundant lives, they let their higher selves drive. They trust the divine. They trust their higher self. They trust God. They surrender control. They surrender control not out of weakness, but out of deep, deep trust. They trust and they know that the higher self can see. The higher self can see all the puzzle pieces that our human mind can't see. Because remember, it's blindfolded. It's veiled. So we can't see everything. We just simply can't see it all. The bigger picture. Our human self can only see a few feet ahead of us, right? We can't see too far down the path. And our human selves were reacting to traffic and turns and where we're going to go and this red light and fear of crashing, right? All this fear in the human body and the human mind, right? But the higher self driving looks a lot different. The higher self has the aerial view, the higher perspective, above all the traffic and above all the traffic jams and the red lights and all these things, all the detours. It can see it all. It can see the bigger picture. It can see it all. The higher self can see every synchronicity aligning behind the scenes to bring us what we've asked for, our dream life, what we've always wanted. But we got to stop interfering with the divine, with our higher self. We got to stop and we got to trust and quit thinking that we know everything, because like I said before, how's that going for you? How's that going for you? I know it hadn't been going perfect for me. So when you let your higher self drive, you're not giving up your power. All right? You're not giving up your power at all. What you're actually doing, guys, is you're stepping into your power. You're stepping into your power. The part of you that sees it all, the part of you that knows it all. Because you are aligning with the version of you that already knows the way. It knows the straight shot path to where you want to go, where you've always wanted to go. And it's going to work out always for your highest good. But we got to let our higher selves drive. Life as a game. And this was another piece that came through my QHHT session. All right. My higher self also said, life really is just a game. We are playing the game of life. And we came here to play. We came here to have fun and to have this human experience, right? That's what we came here for. We came here to feel. We came here to explore ourselves. And we came here to remember that you are both the player and the game. You are it all. We came here to remember that we are the creator and the created. So life is a game. Not in a trivial way, but in the grand cosmic sense, life is a game. We are literally playing the game of life here on earth. And what a grand strategic game it is that we play. And eventually we remember that we are divine spiritual beings having this temporary human experience. And then we reconnect with our higher self and let it drive, fully trusting, fully knowing that it knows the way. And that is the path of a spiritual awakening. That is what a spiritual awakening is, to remember all these truths. So when we start seeing life as a game, one where our higher self knows all the cheat codes of the game, right? Life stops being so heavy. It stops being so heavy. And you'll start to laugh again. You'll start to have fun again. You'll start to be carefree again. Just having fun with it. And you won't take things so serious, right? Because it's just a game. It's for fun. All right? And you'll start to trust again. And guys, that is when the universe starts winking at you. It'll start winking at you. Through synchronicities, miracles, and doors will just pop open, and you didn't even have to knock on them. They just pop open. Everywhere you look, there's just doors opening for you. The shift, how to let your higher self drive. So, what does it actually mean to let your higher self drive? What's that even really mean? It's about tuning in to the quiet inner knowing, that calm voice beneath all the noise. It's right here. It's right here in your heart space. And it's also following what excites you. It's also following what excites you, because that's how your higher self communicates with your passions, what lights you up and gets you excited. All right? It's also about letting go of needing to figure it all out. All right? And instead start asking, what is my next inspired step? And then just follow the breadcrumbs that your higher self will leave you. One step at a time. So it's important to trust when something feels aligned with you, even if it doesn't make sense yet. It doesn't make any sense, but it just feels right. It feels aligned. That's what you want to do. Do what feels aligned, what resonates with you in that moment. And when fear tries to take the wheel, just simply take a deep breath and remind yourself, I am safe. My higher self knows the way. And that surrender is what unlocks miracles. Fully surrendering. Call to awakening. Your higher self already knows. It knows every turn that leads you to abundance, to freedom, and magic. Because it is the part of you that designed this whole journey. All for you. For your evolvement. Your game. You don't need to chase alignment. You just need to allow it. If you allow, everything will fall into place. You don't have to do anything except for let your higher self drive. Trusting completely. So maybe today is the day that you hand over the keys and say, okay, higher self, you drive. You drive. Show me how magical this life can really be. I'm going to let you guide me 100%. And I won't let my fears or lack of trust get in the way anymore. When you do this, life transforms into the most beautiful, exciting, divine game that you've ever played. You just have to get out of the way. So maybe today's the day that you stop gripping the wheel so tight. And maybe it's time for you to say, okay, higher self, you drive. I'm ready to experience the magic. I'll sit over here in the passenger seat, just watch and observe the magical life that I'm living, right? It's time to remember that you're the consciousness behind it all. You are the consciousness behind it all. If you feel your higher self nudging you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. because this is exactly what we talk about here on this channel. The awakening, abundance, and living life from higher consciousness. Give the video a like and share with someone that you think this message may benefit. It may benefit them in some way. Maybe there's a friend or a coworker, family member that needs to hear this reminder also. Remember, your dream life is already here. It's already waiting. It's just waiting for you to arrive. So let your higher self drive you there. It's already there waiting for you, right? You just got to let your higher self drive. Also, my full QHHT session is out now on Suzanne Spooner's YouTube channel. And you can hear exactly what my higher self said about letting it drive. Also about life being a game and many other messages that we feel will help the collective. So that's why I've decided to put my full session out. Some of it's very personal, but I'm here to help humanity evolve. I'm here to help shift humanity. So make sure y'all go over to Suzanne's channel and check that out. Much love and thanks.